So welcome to the AP exam, Computer Science A grading scale. We're going to talk about the 1 through 5 grading scale. We're going to talk about pass rates, and we're going to talk about correlation to percentage of items correct on the exam. So we have before us just a nice chart, a nice table provided for us by SkyLit.com. We have the 1 through 5 grading scale. You can see from the chart, very easy to read, why many colleges and universities require a 4 or a 5, because they've taken the time to correlate a student scoring a 4 or a 5 on that AP Science A exam. They've correlated that to success in an entry-level programming course or computer science course. And a 4 or a 5 on that exam correlates to an A or B in the class. There are colleges and universities that will accept a 3 or higher, but they are fewer and further in between. That's why you have to do your research when choosing or selecting a college or university. Next, let's talk about some pass rates. Some recent pass rates. You can see that 2020 was skipped. 2020 was probably the worst COVID year, so they probably skipped over that one. If you take a look at grade 3 and higher, for the most part, you will see for both years that you have about 20% of the students in each category, 3, 4, and 5, meaning that the pass rate will hover between 60 and 70% for these 2 years. And that's just that's for a 3, 4, or a 5. If you are planning on attending a more strict college or university, then you're looking at the 4 and 5 pass rates that are going to hover between 40% and 50% respectively. Now, let's take a look at pass rates from a comprehensive course like mine. Here are the numbers from 2020, a 96% pass rate, and you can see down here, this is the international pass rate for 2020. This would be comparable to the numbers that you were just looking at. So doing very well coming out of this curriculum. More recent results for 2021 from my course, we have an 86% pass rate compared to the 66% pass rate internationally. And I can't take full credit for this. Of course, if you're in the course, you already know that the curriculum is well written, it is mature, along with great students like yourself. And then I think third, you can throw in, a responsive and effective instructor. So down to the part that many of you have been waiting for, a correlation between the amount of items you get correct on the exam and a final grade of 1 through 5. You can see just how reasonable the scoring is, or the grading is, or the grading scale. I like to be specific. The grading scale is for this exam. If you can manage, by the way, these numbers are based on 2015, so they will move the goalpost slightly from year to year to make these numbers more meaningful. But we can estimate that between an 80% to 100% of the items correct in any given year can correlate to a grade of a 5 on the AP exam. Then we have from a 55% upwards to about 80%, it's going to correlate to a 4 on the exam, and a super reasonable 40% upwards to 55 or 60% is going to net you a 3 on the exam. And if you had questions as to why many colleges, not many, why some colleges and universities do not accept a 3 for course credit, you are definitely staring at the reason why highlighted in the middle of the screen. So that about wraps it up. If you are interested in this information, you can visit skylit.com and you can purchase Be Prepared. It comes in electronic version as well as a hard copy version. If you're signed up through Florida Virtual School or Flexpoint Education Cloud, you will get this publication in semester 2 of the course. We order from them and they come highly recommended. So I hope that helps out. The grading scale from 1 through 5, some pass rate, stats, and some correlations for how many items you get correct or what percentage of items you get correct to the 1 through 5 grading scale.